Yes. Here we go. Get ready for the music to just kick up. Again, it's just gonna loading screen first. Upside down baby face. Let me see. We're going to the next part of Amnesia the Dark Descent. And excited. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? There's a place we gotta go to, but it's blocked by that organic tissue stuff, and we gotta find something to dissolve it. To do that, we gotta make an acid. So, let's go down here. For the story, it would tell you to go down here first, but technically the first part of the puzzle is actually up here. So you go down here and you're supposed to get the chemicals from here, in the wine cellar, but it's locked. See? Find the key to the wine cellar. And when you go into the wine cellar, you mix up the chemicals in the laboratory. And first, in the story, you'd go in there, find the notes, and it tells you the chemicals to make an acid that can dissolve that tissue. So you'd go down here, and because it says the chemicals are in the wine cellar, the wine cellar is locked, so you have to find the key, and the key is up here in the archives. There's gonna be a screen right here. I'm sorry I can't help you over there. Keep pressing the key accidentally. There's a tender box down here. Tender box. You see some hallucinations in here. Like the door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old trailer at Billerkey Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Whatever that means. In this room, you have hallucinations of the enemies, like that they're not real. You just hallucinate them. I think it's actually cool. This is the longest screens in the world. Gives you plenty of time to read them though.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Interesting. You have diaries. You collect diaries, and basically, it's Daniel's diaries from before he had amnesia. It's about like his past, and it's about the story leading up to this. Like what you just read is that he was in Africa. They're in Africa on an expedition trying to find a tomb, trying to find like a chamber, and they're trying to find like a relic. They're trying to find like they're basically archaeologists. where this is not a diary. I'll read this. I wonder why it's blue. Okay. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm House of Garrick. Okay. Now that is about a man named Wilhelm. Remember that name, guys, because he will appear sometimes in the story, and he kind of has to do with spoiler alert. I think it's really a theory, but I think it's the strongest theory of how the enemies in this game were created. That it was him and some other men that were turned into them. But there's a sound. There's a monster sound. I see that note, but I'm gonna checking stuff. Here we go.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Trapped. So what happened is he got stuck. They found the tomb. Got in. He was. They raised the stone that was blocking it. He got in. Then it collapsed over him, and he got trapped inside the chamber. Okay, ghost hands. And that's me. That's just me being strong. There's nothing creepy going on there. Nothing creepy about that. I hear piano. I think that's the piano that's in that hallway. There's 2 pianos in this map. I think I know. It's the one that's right there. This room is locked. They have to get to it somehow. These have nothing in it. It's trying to save oil. I need these. This piano right here. Did you hear that noise? Oh, I remember that. Look what the noise is. Ew. There's blood. Gross. This piano too. I'm pretty sure it's that one down there that was playing. That's that piano right there playing. That's that piano.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
There's some also, I've heard some theories about where these places are in the castle. In these two places, I'm pretty sure we never touched through the whole game. So they're just random areas that we don't know, but there's theories of where they are and what they connect to and stuff, and I think that's cool. Gotta go in here. Oh, oh no, we're trapped. I think that's the unlocked room, but I'm gonna go in here first. Still got the wasteland. I use tinder boxes when I don't feel like using my life. Okay.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
It's not breakable by hand, I just friggin' broke it with my hand.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one.
This is just a puzzle.
You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Yeah, there's a note in there. I will read it when we get to the next part because I don't have time to read that. I'm just gonna get this key from in here. I might read this. I don't know if I have time to read it. I don't think so. I have to get this on now. Okay, I'm just gonna get this key in. Oh, it's scary. So, yeah, that happens with the key. So I got the key. I gotta end this now. Done. Because I can't make any videos over 15 minutes. So, hope you enjoyed this part. I will cut this and make another part right after this, so I will continue recording, but I'll just cut it in the middle. And, see you in the next part. Bye. Yeah. I should say bye after I'm done exiting. Okay, exit the whole game and then go back into it.